Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day and I hope your stock portfolios are doing well. Today we're going to start off with something a little different, and I think we're going to do this for most of our videos from now on. And I want to start off with our road to $1 million and let you guys know exactly where our public account stands. As of today, we're at $717,219.39. In the last 3 months, we are up 59.94%, and in the last month, we are up 20.31%. So if you'd like to be part of the group where I tell you guys what stocks I buy and sell in real time, and if you want exclusive content that I don't share on YouTube, and if you want access to other stocks where I tell you guys stocks that I don't talk about on YouTube, such as the one we're talking about today, well then make sure to join our group using the link down below and follow us on this road to $1 million. But anyways, one stock that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago on our private group was Bumble. Bumble, their stock ticker symbol is BMBL, and they recently IPO'd. Bumble is a dating app, and it is a woman-focused and focused on women making the first move. It differentiates itself from other companies like Tinder and Hinge in a lot of different ways, and the stock IPO'd at a price of $43 per share. Originally, when they were doing all of their filings, they said it was going to IPO for between $37 to $39 a share, but it ended up IPOing at $43 a share. Now it is up to $75 a share. So today I just want to break down exactly the upsides and the downsides of this stock, some of the risks and opportunities. There's a lot I like about this company, but there's also a lot of things you have to keep in mind if you are going to invest in it. So make sure to stick around until the end, because I'm going to let you guys know if I own this stock, how much I do own, if I own it, and what I plan on doing in the future and where I see the stock price going. So make sure to stick around for that. I think you're really going to enjoy it. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michael. I'm an investor and entrepreneur, and if you'd like to follow along our journey in our public investing account to $1 million, well then make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell notifications so you can be notified every time I post a new video, and if you want even more access on when I buy and sell stocks, join our group using the link down below. So anyways, today we're going to talk about Bumble. Bumble is a company that just recently IPO'd in February of 2021, and the stock price jumped up significantly since its IPO. There's a lot of things I like about this stock, so let's start off there. After that, we're going to get into some of the risks and potential downsides of the company with its current valuation. So Bumble is all about making the first move, and it's especially focused on women to have healthier and more equitable relationships. Its founder is a woman, and she is one of the youngest self-made billionaires, and this is pretty important because she is a female founder and she has been with the company the whole way. She started with the company when it was first founded in late 2014 and is still with it today, and she took it public recently. The company currently has 40 million active users, and Bumble, it's not just the company doesn't just own Bumble as its sole revenue stream. Bumble is made up of two different dating apps. The stock makes up revenues from two different dating apps, and that is Bumble and Badoo. So currently with Bumble, what I like about Bumble is that Bumble has about 12.3 million active users, and Badoo has 28.4 million active users. So in total, they comprise about 40.7 million active users as of September 2020. And that means there's a lot of potential for the company to generate significant amount of revenue. And everyone just thinks of Bumble, but they forget about Badoo. And Badoo is really a big deal. It was launched in 2006, and it's one of the pioneers of the freemium web and mobile dating products. So most people that I know of, they would recognize Bumble and the name first, but actually Badoo makes up a larger portion of the total users for Bumble's stock. But anyways, what is really nice about Bumble is that Bumble has a first mover advantage in addressing a problem that women have had in the dating space for years. And the company's value proposition is actually very compelling, and they actually have a big moat. No other dating app is like them. at all. There are 30% more women than men on Bumble, as opposed to more male-dominant dating apps, which most of them are. And women have made the first move 1.7 billion times on Bumble's app since its launch in September 2014, all the way up until now. So it's very different than all the other dating apps, and that is what I like. It has a very mission-focused brand, and a lot of people use Bumble. A lot of women choose Bumble over other dating apps because of this woman's first approach to the app. The Bumble app also offers a friendship matching service, Bumble BFF, and as well as a professional networking service called Bumble Biz. So the ecosystem is really developed around female-oriented social network. And this is what's going to set them apart down the road. So even though they have a very high valuation, that's the one thing that I think really they have an advantage of over a company like Match.com, which owns like Tinder and Match and all these other companies. So anyways, right now, Bumble, they IPO'd at $43 a share, and their company was valued at $8 billion. Now, with the stock price sitting right around $75 a share, the valuation is right now around $12.5 billion. So that means that the valuation has more than doubled and nearly tripled since their preliminary offering, when they were going to do less than $40 a share when they were first writing up everything with the SEC filings. Some things to just keep an eye out for Bumble is that the company reported a 36% revenue growth between 2018 and 2019. Sales went from $360 million to $489 million. For 2020, revenue and the growth actually decreased, and it went to about 19% increase in sales year over year. So that's a little concerning because the company grew 36% in 2018 to 2019 and only 19% for 2020. And when you look at it, 2020 should have been the biggest year, in my opinion, for all the dating apps, especially with the pandemic, because most people were staying at home. And I get that some people didn't want to go out. A lot of people weren't as likely to go out on dates. But just by the sole fact that people weren't leaving their homes, I would have thought that Bumble would have done a little bit better in 2020 than what they actually did, just because everyone's at home and the only way of meeting new people would be going through an app like Bumble, Hinge, or Tinder, one of those three apps. So that surprised me a bit. And right now, with the $12.5 billion valuation, it's valued about 21 to 22 times sales. So if you think about a $12 billion valuation, they generated about $581 million in sales. That's a really high valuation because their margins are not like extremely high, and their EBITDA seen around $151 million. You know, it is a solid number and it is good, but it's just being valued at $12 billion, which is 21 to 22 times sales, is an extremely high valuation in my opinion. Comparing it to other apps in the space, other dating platforms, Match.com, Match Group, stock ticker symbol MTCH, they are also valued very high as well, with about a 20 times sales multiple as well. So that is something to keep in mind. But they do generate a significant more amount of revenue. They have a lot more companies in the space, and they are like a $50 billion company. Bumble, on the other hand, is much smaller. So you have to keep that in mind, because generating $500 million in sales, being valued at $12 billion, they're going to need to monetize their platform better. Match Group, the companies in that umbrella, such as Tinder, they do a much better job of monetizing through ads, through paid features on the app, and they have a much better margins than does Bumble. So Bumble right now, they don't have that many paid active users. They have about 3 million paid users, and the average revenue per user is at around $18 per user. So right now, I really like Bumble. But with the current valuation and with the stock just IPOing, I'm going to hold off on it for a bit. Being at 21 to 22 times sales is just a little too high for me, and I don't like investing in these companies right when they IPO because there's a lot of hype around them. And yeah, you could make some money right off the bat, but just where it is right now, I need to wait and see how the numbers continue to progress because I would expect Bumble to do extremely well. I think their numbers are going to be growing exponentially in the next couple of months, and especially in this year, because as things start to open back up, I still think people are going to be meeting more with these online apps versus in person. And I think Bumble, with their mission and their mission focus, I think they are going to be a brand that a lot of people are going to turn to and feel comfortable with using. So I expect big numbers from them, but until I see those numbers actually proven and I see them delivering and growing at a faster rate, because from 2019 to 2020, their growth slowed down. So if I see all of those things, their growth starts to increase, well then I would definitely consider investing in them. Just right now at a $12 billion valuation, in my opinion, I think the stock price is just a little too high, a little too much for me. But let me know your thoughts on Bumble's stock price. I think they have a great future, and I think they definitely could be a major competitor for Match Group, which has Tinder and other platforms in it. But just right now, they need to see a lot higher rate of growth, and I think it's possible, but I just need to see some numbers before investing in it. So let me know your thoughts on it. I like their mission. I like their numbers right now. It's just a little too high. So anyways, don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let me know your thoughts on continuing to let you guys know about the status of our road to $1 million. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.